12/12 Saturday a.m. just after midnight. I was doing Uber at night. My cell phone screwed up. Did the same thing last night. Quit working. I was in Missouri downtown. Last night, quit working after I took a customer to the Amtrak Union Station. And I went inside to use a restroom. All the restrooms were locked, and then I went to Crown Center and went in the restroom, and I came back, and my cell phone was screwed up, not working. Then I drove all the way home to Olathe, and it started working again, at least to log into the Uber network, and it was working for a little while, and it started screwing up again. And then tonight, I worked for a few hours, and stopped on a quick trip to go use the restroom. I come back to my car, my cell phone's screwed up, not working, in the middle of a customer, and customer came outside finally and got in the car. I turned off the cell phone, rebooted it, and did start working a little bit again to get that customer to where he was going. And I did that, and then the next customer, I picked him up, and the cell phone quit working again, and I took him, and it wasn't working, so I quit. Ate some dinner on the plaza, and then came home. Now it's working for Uber again, but not to make telephone calls, so I'm not going to go out and mess with it. It's too much of a pain not working. Can't call a customer if you need to. And seems kind of a coincidence that both started screwing up after I stopped to use a restroom while I'm driving. So I don't know if it's the cell phone that needs to be replaced, or the network is bad, or somebody at Uber is messing with me. The fact that it occurs after I stop to use a restroom indicates somebody at Uber is messing with me. People ask me about Uber. Do I like Uber? Girl today said, "How are you in Uber?" It's like, been screwed over at every other job since I was 16 around here, and I'm 60. So I didn't get a high school diploma to do Uber, but I'm doing it for 3.5 years, and it's work whenever you want to, and so I've done it. I went to the plaza and listened to music. Hotel, haven't been there for a while. Plaza stockbrokers each owe me $1 trillion. Merrill Lynch, Smith, Barney, Paine-Webber. And you owe me $1 trillion for disrespecting my ownership and disrespected me and my degrees. And you probably murdered my real father and have all these stooge idiot lookalikes of him and other people, his friends, lawyers, related people. This place is such a clusterfuck. Purdue, same way with Wilbur and some of the stuff, it's kind of a clusterfuck, a bunch of frauds perhaps, or just, I don't know. I tripped. I've tripped people. Oh yeah, I stuck my foot out one time, and guy walked over it, I was just kind of laughing at everything, and he was just acting so serious about everything and smiling like a salesperson, that sales smile. Oh, just so ridiculous, everything. And maybe he did stumble a little bit, laughing, knowing what he was walking into. And people at church remind me of this 40 years later, 35, 40. Taking trips. I took a trip to Europe after Oklahoma State before I went to Purdue. I don't know. I think I'm tripping out on drugs or alcohol. No. Just tripping out on mom and dad and all the memories and gossip and murder of gossip and shit I've experienced. I trip out every night like this, don't I? So stockbrokers hand me $1 trillion for disrespecting me. Identify yourselves for the public, the owners of the company. Sprint, all these other public companies around here I owned and tried to get a paycheck at, where, they don't, sometimes they show me a little respect and, didn't disrespect me, and never got a paycheck. And paycheck's an expense against maximizing stock owner value. And I was disrespected at Coldwell Banker, Reese Nichols, Berkshire Hathaway, and when I was working there. And then they disrespected me after I was in there working, so lied, whatever. Trying. Jimmy John wept. I wept. I guess I wept in seventh grade on the football team when I, eighth grade, whatever, when I broke my collarbone, and I was just such a sensitive little guy, that when somebody said I couldn't go take the picture with the football team because I didn't play the last half of the season being injured, I kind of, maybe I hurt my feelings or I got upset, and in video corner I lost my shit with mom and dad, and I don't know, whatever. Stuck my tongue out when the guy told me my degrees don't matter at Merrill Lynch. He tells other people that, so he does it. Another guy on video. My degrees don't matter. Who was that flunk out of kindergarten equivalent anyway? It don't matter. That doesn't matter. They're all expenses and they're all costing revenue, so it's just a big clusterfuck, isn't it?